Okay, the grip for the two-handed backhand, again, Eastern and semi-Western. Now to find our Eastern grip, we'll take the X's and we're going to put the X on the hitting hand. If you're right-handed, will go on top, on number 1. So the X's go on number 1. Now, with the left hand, we're going to put those on number 3, the one on the side. Again, remember with Eastern, the racket is pretty much straight up and down. So again, you're going to have to push the palm of the hand down to make sure that the racket face is closed at the low point of the backswing. And this again will give you vertical at contact. Now semi-Western, again we're going to go to number 2 on this side. And with the left hand we're going to go to number 4 on the bottom. Again, the racket face now is automatically closed at the low point of the backswing, guaranteeing you vertical at contact. In your ready position, again, the racket face will be tilted in slightly, and then concentrate on keeping it closed as you come back, and that will give you a nice vertical racket at contact. Okay, Linda, this next drill that we're going to do is you'll never hit another ball in the net as long as you live, and just remember these two things, okay? You've got to get the racket a foot lower than the contact point. So once you bring your racket back, okay, if your contact point is here, remember, drop it a foot lower than that. And then we're going to have you think shoulder to the chin. Just let your shoulder come up and touch your chin. Go ahead. That's it on your finish. Okay. To make sure you're finishing high and you're not rolling the wrists and the forearms. Okay. So we're thinking, remember, a foot below, shoulder to the chin. Concentrate on those 2 points, okay? All right, here we go. At this point, Linda's racket is 1 foot below the contact point. Notice the shoulder touches the chin on the finish. Okay, Linda, there's another good practice drill to make sure that we're always clearing the net. It's called sit in the chair and keep the rear shoulder lower than the front shoulder. What I mean by that is this: turn sideways like you're going to hit your backhand. That's it. Okay, now just pretend you're sitting in a chair. Just let your front foot go out a little as you go down. That's it. Good. Now at this point, you want your rear shoulder slightly lower than your front shoulder. So lower the rear shoulder just a little bit. That's it. That way you'll know that the racket is getting a good foot below the ball. Okay? So concentrate on those 2 points. Sit in the chair and keep the rear shoulder slightly lower than your front shoulder. Okay, here we go. At this point, Linda is sitting in the chair and the rear shoulder is lower. This will ensure net clearance. All right, Linda, this next drill is called sit in the chair and then get out of the chair. Now, the reason this is a good drill is because it helps your body and your racket to be in sync. A lot of times you'll see players bending really well, but they tend to stay down with their legs. And they swing like this, and they've got a force with their legs going down, and their arms are trying to go up. So you really want to lift with your legs as you're hitting. Even on a passing shot, you don't want to stay down completely. You want to have some lift. You know, you might not lift as much as if you're in a rally, but still you want some lift. So we want you to sit in the chair. Why don't you try this? Turn sideways. Okay, remember, you're going to drop the racket down. That's when you sit down. And then lift with your legs, straighten them out completely on the finish. See how your front leg is totally straightened out there on the finish? That's what you want. Okay. Okay, so sit in the chair and then get out of the chair as you hit the ball. That's it. Straighten that front leg out. Lift with it. At this point, Linda is sitting in the chair. Notice now how she lifts with her legs and gets out of the chair as she strikes the ball.